Hello, here's Adrian. Today, I will provide you a brief overview on Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is a part of the United Kingdom and is located in the northeast of the island of Ireland. It shares borders with the Republic of Ireland to the south and west. It is a small country with an area of 13,843 square kilometers. It counts about 1,811,000 inhabitants. An interesting fact is it makes up only 3% of the population of the UK. The capital and biggest city of the country is Belfast. It has a population of 267,000. It is a center of Northern Irish industry, as well as arts, higher education and business. It is an economic engine of the country. Okay, let's talk about the history of Northern Ireland. Well, the region that is known under the name of Northern Ireland was the bedrock of the Irish War of Resistance against the Englishmen, who were colonizing the Irish island in the late 16th century. Henry VIII forced Ireland's government to declare him King of Ireland. In the 16th century, Queen Elizabeth I tried to establish Protestantism in Ireland, outlawing Catholic services and executing some bishops and priests. However, this only united the Catholics more strongly against the Protestant English rule. Ulster revolt against the English began in the late 1500s. King James I started the Ulster Plantation in 1610 and gave land in Ulster to the Scottish and English Protestant settlers. In 1631, the Irish Catholics rebelled against the English Protestant settlers. Many people died and English Protestants were seeking for revenge. It came on 11 September 1649, when Oliver Cromwell took an army to Ireland and massacred a large number of Catholics at Drogheda. More English and Scottish Protestants moved to Ireland. Many anti-Catholic laws were established. In 1685, James II became King of England and Scotland. He was a Catholic and he abolished many of these anti-Catholic laws in Ireland. However, James II was defeated by William of Orange in the Glorious Revolution in 1680. Many Catholics were transported abroad over the century. About 1703, 90% of Ireland was owned by the English Protestants. Finally, the Act of Union was signed in January 1801. This act abolished the Irish Parliament and formally united Ireland and Great Britain to become the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. The political party Sinn Féin, which means we ourselves, was formed on the 28th of November 1905. Their aim was to free Ireland from the British rule and gain independence for the whole of Ireland. In April 1912, Home Rule in Ireland was approved by the Parliament. The Protestants in Ulster formed the Ulster Volunteer Force in January 1913, with the aim to resist against the Home Rule introduction. It was clear that the Ulster Protestants would not accept Home Rule, so in order to avoid violence, the British government came up with the idea of Home Rule with partition. Home Rule would be introduced in the south, but 6 predominantly Protestant counties in the north would stay a part of the United Kingdom. This solution is largely the cause for the problems in Ireland to this day. In November 1913, a Catholic Irish volunteers formed to oppose the militant Ulster Volunteer Force. In April 1916, about 1,000 rebels from the Irish Volunteers decided to proclaim an Irish Republic. British forces defeated them and the rebels were forced to surrender. Those who had taken part in the Easter Rising became known as the Irish Republican Army, IRA. In December 1920, the Partition Act was introduced to Ireland. Two parliaments were introduced, one in Dublin to serve 26 counties and one in Belfast to serve 6 northern counties. The 26 counties became the Free Irish State and the 6 northern counties remained part of the United Kingdom. Irish Islands suffered under tension between those who supported the partition and those who opposed. Civil war occurred in 1922. On the 21st of December 1948, the Free Irish State was granted full independence from the United Kingdom. That was the beginning of the Republic of Ireland. Northern Ireland counties stayed in the UK. The community of Northern Ireland was split into two groups, the Protestant Unionists, who supported the British rule over the country, and the Catholic Nationalists, who pursued an independence and reunion with the Republic of Ireland. Tensions between Protestants and Catholics were high and resulted in many riots in the late 1960s. British troops were sent to put down the riots, but the IRA continued to make attacks on the British. Barricades and no-go areas were put up for many years. On the 30th January 1972, NICRA, the Northern Ireland Civil Rights Association, organized march in Derry. British soldiers put up barricades to prevent marchers entering the city centre. Some marchers confronted the soldiers, who opened fire and killed 14 people. This day is known as the Bloody Sunday. Well, after the Bloody Sunday, IRA gained support from more people. They responded to the Bloody Sunday by using increasing violence.